Mara Jade was a beloved fan-favorite character within the Star Wars expanded universe before Disney turned all of that into Legends. However, even though she made no appearance in the sequel trilogy, which I thought was dumb, there is a very good chance that we may see her in some of the upcoming shows that will take place within the Filoniverse. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about how she could make an appearance and what that would mean for Star Wars moving forward. But before we get started, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars content. Now, let's get into today's video. So, just a quick backstory on Mara Jade and why she is so awesome. So, Mara was taken by Darth Sidious when she was very young, and she was brought to Coruscant where he personally oversaw her training in the dark side of the Force. She was incredibly gifted, and by the age of 14, she was anointed to be the Emperor's hand. Basically, Palpatine's personal assassin and enforcer, basically like the person who would do his bidding, besides Darth Vader, obviously. She was also trained in hand-to-hand combat as well as espionage and seduction. She was the ultimate weapon, and Palpatine used her to kill his enemies both within and without the Empire. After Palpatine fell at the hand of Darth Vader, his final commands were issued throughout the galaxy, and his final command to Mara Jade was, "Kill Luke Skywalker." However, she went rogue, and instead put her talents to other uses. She began to work as a smuggler and eventually joined forces with Talon Karrde and the Smugglers Alliance, a group of like-minded mercenaries and smugglers who rose to power after the fall of the Galactic Empire. It was during her time working as a smuggler that she met and developed a relationship with Luke Skywalker. The two would go on many adventures together and were forced to work together in order to survive on many occasions. Now, even though Mara held this contempt for Luke, thinking that he was the one who really led to the downfall of the Galactic Empire because of his role in Palpatine's death, she begrudgingly developed a kind of respect for him as they went through the galaxy on their various missions. Eventually, of course, the two of them fell in love and were married. This union eventually led to children, but that's getting a little too far ahead. If you want to know the full story, I highly recommend reading the 3 books by Timothy Zahn, what is called the Thrawn Trilogy. They're super good, some of my favorite books, at least in, the Star Wars Legends material. Anyway, now, Mara Jade is amazing. And again, I was disappointed that she wasn't in the sequel trilogy, but all hope is not lost. There is a very large possibility that she will make an appearance within the shows that comprise the Filoniverse, aka the Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, The Mandalorian, and Rangers of the New Republic so far. And the most likely place that she will appear, or at least the place that I think she will appear, is in the Book of Boba Fett. Now, we don't know exactly what this show will deal with, but it is very safe to assume that it will deal with the crime world, which includes the Smugglers Alliance. And if the Thrawn Trilogy is really underway within the Filoniverse, then the timelines perfectly line up for her to make a cameo, or even better, become a regular. Especially because within the Thrawn Trilogy, the Smugglers Alliance is trying to form this uneasy relationship, or this alliance, with the New Republic, because you have these two very big, very new, powerful forces trying to fill the, power vacuum that was left by the Galactic Empire. Anyway, the point is that, Mara Jade and Talon Karrde, they're the ones who are kind of in charge of the Smugglers Alliance, and they are trying to form this relationship with the Republic, and Luke Skywalker is actually the one who is helping negotiate things on behalf of the New Republic, obviously, and that's how they meet. So anyway, just imagine how cool it would be for her and Talon to appear in the Book of Boba Fett. Maybe they're working with Boba Fett and they're trying to help, like I said, fill that power vacuum left by the fall of the Galactic Empire. Or what I think is more likely to be happening is that they are competing one with another. I mean, imagine, you have Greef Karga and the Bounty Hunters Guild competing with Boba Fett and the Underworld, or what is left of, Jabba the Hutt's old network, and then the Smugglers Alliance led by Mara Jade and Talon Karrde, all interconnecting and competing one with another for control of the galaxy, or at least the underworld of the galaxy. Or what could happen is that they all work for Boba Fett now. If you think about it, Jabba the Hutt was, one of the leaders of the Hutt family, and all crime, including smuggling and bounty hunting, went through him. And now that he's gone and Boba's sitting on the throne, maybe that'll all go through Boba. So, the Book of Boba Fett could really, again, interconnect and tie in with these different shows and different characters, because the Filoniverse is going to be this really big interconnected story. Now, she could also appear somewhere else, still acting as the Emperor's hand and trying to carry out his final order to kill Luke Skywalker. I think it'd be really cool to see her and Luke go at it, especially because of what this relationship will turn into. It'd be really cool to see them start off like, literally fighting each other and then turn into eventually, a marriage and a family. That character development I think would be really cool to see. Now, this may happen within the Ahsoka show, or maybe even the Mandalorian, or maybe they'll make a new show, that just kind of revolves around Luke Skywalker, and that definitely would be the place where it would happen. But I feel like the Book of Boba Fett right now is the most likely option, or the most likely show that we will see Mara Jade in. Anyway, so if Mara Jade is introduced, then eventually her and Luke would get together and we could actually see this story unfold. Luke Skywalker and her fighting against Grand Admiral Thrawn, winning, realizing that they love each other, and then getting married and having kids. And then everything that happens in between. If you want to, read more about that, go read the Legacy of the Force books as well. Basically, just go check out the expanded universe. It's really awesome. And this would eventually lead, to her being killed by Leia and Han Solo's son, who in Legends is known as Jason Solo, and in canon is known as Ben Solo. But we'll get into that and what that would mean in another video. Mara Jade Skywalker is an amazing character, and while she was not in the sequel trilogy, I am hoping that we will see her somewhere within the Filoniverse. Not only would she give us another great character to look forward to, but she would add another layer of depth to Luke Skywalker and to the Star Wars story as a whole. I mean, come on, she's an awesome character. I don't know why they wouldn't include her. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars content. And remember to forever be a Star Wars fan.